Did you know that 75% of men think that women and men have equal opportunity to succeed at work, but only 49% of women feel the same? Although many executives have embraced initiatives to increase levels of diversity among employees, a diverse workforce is just the first step of a strategy to create an inclusive and diverse workplace. Diversity in the workplace does not mean inclusion, and inclusion is key to maintaining diversity in the workplace. In today's video, I will share 5 ways that you can improve diversity and inclusion in your workplace. If you are new to my channel, my name is Perrine Fark. I'm a diversity and inclusion author, speaker, and I help professionals like you become diversity and inclusion champions. Are you ready to get started? Let's do this. Number 1, become intentional, not complacent. Beware of the phrase, "We are a very inclusive and diverse organization," especially when delivered by someone who is not part of an underrepresented group. The hard truth and the challenge is that many business leaders who are not themselves part of any minority group, women, people of color, LGBT+, genuinely believe that every employee in their organization has equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of their gender, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, etc. Many leaders are not aware of their own bias and the systemic challenges that women, people of color, LGBT+, etc. experience in their own workplace daily. The danger is that they become complacent about their own diversity and inclusion efforts, and they stop investing in it. Organizations should set diversity and inclusion goals for workforce composition in leadership, professional development, leadership accountability, and constantly monitor the progress to assess where they should invest next. If you want to learn how to be intentional about diversity and inclusion, download my free ebook, The Ultimate Diversity Champion Guide. I will share the link in the comment section. Number 2, hire diverse vendors. Most organizations do not take into consideration the vendor or supplier component as part of their diversity and inclusion strategy. The most common belief is that supplier diversity is not part of a diversity and inclusion strategy, and that is, it is difficult to implement. However, an organization cannot be inclusive and diverse if they ignore the diverse vendor component, because suppliers are part of their ecosystem. Setting goals to hire vendors that are owned by underrepresented groups, women, people with disabilities, LGBT+, etc., can be simple and have a big impact on the ecosystem, much faster than anticipated. Diverse suppliers include female-owned businesses, businesses owned by non-white individuals, and disabled-owned businesses, amongst others. Diversity and supplier diversity goals should be in place to ensure that the organization actively supports diverse populations externally as well as internally. Number 3, compensate diversity and inclusion performance. Another common mistake is to leave compensation out of the diversity and inclusion strategy. If diversity and inclusion is good for business, it should be compensated as such. Just like revenue, sales pipeline, or new product launch, diversity should be rewarded like any other business metric. Companies that incentivize leaders by tying a certain percentage of their annual bonus if they meet specific diversity and inclusion goals set themselves up for success. Starbucks, McDonald's, and Nike are examples of organizations tying executive pay to diversity targets. The benefit of setting monetary reward is that it drives real behavior. To test your diversity and inclusion knowledge and get personalized advice, take my 2-minute quiz. What type of diversity champion are you? I will share the link in the comment section. Number 4, set goals for diverse employee retention, not just hiring. Many organizations with diversity and inclusion strategy implement a hiring program to attract diverse talents in their workplace. They set goals to attract female, non-white talent, disabled talent, etc. However, many fail to implement a program to keep this new talent engaged, to promote them, and to set them up for success in the long term. This leads to a retention problem for underrepresented employees. A simple way to retain diverse talent is to get help from diversity consultants who can build a program to retain and even promote diverse talents so that the organization can benefit from a truly inclusive, diverse, and engaged workforce that will be more productive. Number 5, establish mentorship programs to foster inclusion. For every 100 men promoted to manager level roles, only 79 women moved up into similar roles. The numbers are even worse for women of color, who make up only 17% of entry-level roles and 4% of C-suite positions. Mentorship programs provide an opportunity for women, people of color, and other underrepresented groups to tackle these challenges in a meaningful way and to foster true inclusion in your organization. One study in the American Sociological Review found that mentoring, in comparison to other corporate tactics, increased minority representation among managers in the workplace anywhere from 9 to 24%. Find out why mentorship programs work by watching my video titled 3 Ways Mentoring Fosters Inclusion. So here you have it, 5 ways to improve diversity and inclusion in your workplace. Shout out to Seeds Consulting for their kind comment on my last video. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a comment in the comment section, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notification when my new videos are uploaded. My name is Perrine Fark. I'm an author, speaker, diversity and inclusion expert, and I will see you next time.